What's up, everybody? The adventure begins. Believe it or not, I am taking off to do a one-day overnight bike packing trip. Starting out of O'Fallon, driving my way to Harrisburg, Illinois, and then we're gonna take the Tunnel Hill. The Tunnel Hill is an amazing trail. It's cinder, and it goes through this giant tunnel, so get excited to see that. And then we're gonna take that all the way through KARNAK, Illinois, I think. I don't know. So it's gonna be a heck of a trip. I hope you're excited. Let's do this. All right, so I'm in the Harrisburg Walmart parking lot, getting ready to go. All I've got left is to tie some shoes, and then we're gonna be off. It's a little hot today. I'm a little anxious about all of this, being by myself, but I think it's gonna be great. Let's hope for no rain tonight, and no rain on the ride, because I think it will be a bit muddy if it does start to pour. So let me show you the bike setup before we take off. Lock up the car, hit the road for the night. All right, made it to the trail. Let's get this ride started. Only a few miles outside of town, and I'm already in a sweet gravel spot. Check it out. Crazy. I was just riding along and this is totally my route. So here's Tunnel Hill State Trail from 1870 through the next 100 years. Trains reigned in southern Illinois. Pretty crazy. So the train route went from Harrisburg all the way up here. So this is where I'm starting, and then I'm gonna make my way all the way down through Tunnel Hill to KARNAK. I might make my way to that wetland center too, because that sounds pretty fun. Anyway, let's do this. So cool. All right, so I'm making a stop in Stonefront. It's got this awesome little stop with almost like a train depot, a little town. But what's amazing on this trail is that everywhere I've gone, every little stop, they actually have water. And guess what? It works. So if you're worried at all about, am I gonna have enough water if I go on Tunnel Hill? So far, so good coming out of Harrisburg. We're at like mile 207 on the trail. It's a cool little spot. Check that out, a little bit of shade, a little bit of rock. Ooh, and it's kind of sandy through here. I'm just out here in the middle of nowhere, and suddenly there's just a really cool bridge that I guess used to be here for a road. I don't know, it's really neat. Very cool. Starting to get into the good portion of the trail, and it is soggy out here. Let's keep going. The trail just got really cool. I started having this grassy bit on the sides. It is so beautiful out here. Everything's starting to turn just a little yellow. And I can tell that we're actually heading into the more remote part of Tunnel Hill Trail. So cool. Look at these little flowers. Beautiful. So what's really cool is there's this creek that goes by the trail, and it has these really neat little bluff areas, and all that just follows right along the trail. So quiet. All right, it's the moment you've been waiting for. We've made it to Tunnel Hill. So this will actually be the tunnel that we'll go through. I can actually feel the breeze blowing out of the tunnel right now. And it's just around the bend. Here's all the neat bluffs that you can see as you get closer. And the water around here is really interesting. But there it is. And when you get up on it, it doesn't look that long. But the reality is you really need a light, because otherwise it's too dark. It's super scary to go through. So let's make our way through. Here we go. Now luckily I've got my lights on already, but you can see it's already super dark. And there are a few potholes in here all over the place. There we go. You probably just heard my Garmin go, where are we? I'm lost. And it's so echoey! So cool. You guys should do this trip, it's super fun. Check out these bluffs. So neat. So cool. Anyway, it looks like that's at mile 215. Mile 215 if you're interested in doing the tunnel. But from here it gets really gorgeous with the bluffs. This is one of my favorite bridges. It's so long and so cool. All right, we've made it to Vienna, and I need a little bit of a break. And it feels like the storms are coming in just a little bit. And so it's gonna have to be a quick ride, hopefully not in the rain, to make it all the way to some sort of the K. I always forget the name of the city that we're going to. Anyway, a lot of cyclists here. This is a really cool place. There's actually a huge bicycle, I don't even know, like a statue over here, so we'll go ahead and check that out. Otherwise, this is usually where I start my ride from to do Tunnel Hill. Look at that. You see the skies? They're starting to get dark. But I think we're gonna make it. I think we're gonna be okay. And if there's anything I'm good at, it's getting wet and wild, because in case you didn't notice, I'm sweating a little bit. Vineyards look nice. But I went from Harrisburg beep bop booda bop beep bop booda beep bop beep bada boop bop beep beep bada bada beep bada bada through Vienna. You remember that? Bada 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 beep bop bada. And I'm in Belknap, whatever that is, and then KARNAK, and then I'm gonna go down to the river. But we are almost finished for day one. Pretty excited to get back to the tent. I'm kind of hoping that I can find a gas station or something, but I don't think that's gonna happen, because I wouldn't mind having some camp beer. But who knows? All right, almost done, almost there. Just like that, made it to KARNAK. Here we are. Now, I didn't quite make it to the wetland center. I could do that tonight, but I'm gonna start there tomorrow. And then we'll go from wetland center. So we'll do the whole thing tomorrow. But right now I gotta get to my first option for camping. Take a look at it, see if it's available, and then I might be making my way to Metropolis tonight if they don't have availability. So, wish us luck, let's make it happen. So, this route, pretty sure it takes me through private property, and I just talked to the guy who owns the land, so I think I'm all right. But this, oh crap, it's bumpy. This path is real terrible. Luckily I've got the gravel bike. See if I can keep from crashing. Oh, it sticks. All right, I've got to pause just to say how crazy this road is. So I pop out and I'm on a field. Apparently it's a road. And this is the road that I'm on. Some crows out there hanging out. This is just amazing. Everybody should do this route. I'm gonna put a camera on my head and ride around for a bit. All right, let's check this out. We're here. What a long day. Oh my gosh, what a long day. Oh, and it looks like they have showers. Oh, please tell me they've got vacancies. Well, today was worth it. We did about 52 miles of biking. I got to this campsite and tried to get a spot, and I was unable. So then I went to the campground that's next door and talked to a lady, and I said, oh, I was really trying to get to the one that's over here. She called a couple people, and boom, I'm set up with, I would argue, the coolest camp looking over the Ohio River. I've got my little site here, got my bike in the background, I've got a little grove of trees, and I don't know if you noticed it, but maybe the best view that you could ever have. It just drops right off, right here. So I'm right on the edge, looking out onto the river tonight. The only thing I can cross my fingers for is no rain, but it is pretty sweet. It's pretty awesome. All right, well, I'm gonna get some water in me and get ready for bed. And then we get to ride more tomorrow. Yes! So I stopped in some town. I was here last time. And look who's here. Oh my goodness. It's a baby puppy.